guys. Um, first off, make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification button, and like this video. Share this video with your friends and family. Hope you guys are having an awesome week so far. We've just entered Tuesday. I just got back from the gym a little while ago. I woke up in the middle of the night, determined to go work out. I've been off the past few days, and just on my heart. Me and my girlfriend was talking about. We was out eating yesterday, and um, I, I took a picture, and I was like, wow, I put on a couple pounds. You understand what I'm saying? And I actually didn't put on a couple pounds. It was just I don't know. I looked at the picture. I was like, wow, like I need to get in the gym. And I realized that you sometimes you feel like you might have put on weight or whatever the case is. You probably haven't, but you probably have in the past year or so, if that makes sense. So if it's on your heart, if it's on your spirit to go work out or to go hit the gym or whatever the case is, go do it. Go do it. I literally woke up 1 o'clock in the morning and went downstairs to the gym, and I'm gonna go work out again today. So with that being said, I said let me come to a video, kick it with you guys, talk about a few things. Um, health is wealth. We want to. I did a video earlier, in reference to health. I was at the doctor's office or what have you, and we just want to encourage each other to stay healthy, um, go to the gym, figure out different routines that work for you. Every routine might not work for you, so be careful what routines you use from Instagram and from YouTube or whatever your friends might tell you to do or whatever the case is. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. See how many calories you're burning. See, hey, what's going on, Matthew Munger? See how much you're sweating. See, oh, it's your birthday? Happy birthday. What's up? What's up, William? How you doing? I don't know if this is William, my co-host, but what's up, William, Yogi? What's going on, people? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the like and the share button. Wow, that pause. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. One love, Yogi. One love. Can you come? Peace, peace, peace to all of you guys. Peace to all of you guys. Hope you have. No, I'm not singing happy birthday. I'm not singing happy birthday. Oh, man. This person wants me to sing happy birthday. Um, well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I wish you many more. I hope, God blesses you with many more years on this earth. Um, you know, yes, definitely subscribe. Definitely subscribe to the channel. We're on here, we vibing. I told you guys I was gonna be on here different times of the night for the next few days. Definitely subscribe, hit the like button, and definitely share the channel. Um, well, yes, peace to everyone that's on. But yeah, I want you guys to definitely, just stay healthy. Try to eat healthy. Try to work out as much as you can. Try to just go for walks, runs, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you, just sweat. I think just sweat. So today, um, there was a man. Here it goes right here. Just gonna let you guys. Shooter is believed to be Shane Tamura, 27-year-old male with a Las Vegas address. 27-year-old. The vehicle he exited is registered in Nevada to Shane Mr. Tamura.
Inside of that vehicle,
Looks like he was a
officers
cop.
found a rifle case with rounds, a loaded revolver, ammunition,
Magazines,
a backpack,
a
and
backpack,
medication
and
prescribed
medication.
to Mr. Tamura. The vehicle was searched by our bomb squad and found to be clear of any explosives.
Jesus.
The initial investigation shows that Mr. Tamura's vehicle traveled cross country through
Jesus.
Colorado on July 26th, then Nebraska and Iowa on July 27th, and then in Columbia, New Jersey as recently as 4:24 p.m. today. The vehicle entered New York City shortly thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
According to our law enforcement partners in Las Vegas, Mr. Tamura has a documented mental health history. His motives are still under investigation, and we are working to understand why he targeted this particular location.
This is crazy. Shane Tamura. Now, when I first saw the story, started watching this woman talk, give this report. When she said medication, I automatically thought psych medication. I feel like it was a mental health situation before she even said anything. This all pretty much boils down to how serious mental health is. Mental health is a very important thing. Like, I really feel that we don't pay enough attention to the topic of mental health in society. Especially with social media going on now. You could swipe up and see your ex-girlfriend partying, swipe up, see your ex-girlfriend with a new dude, swipe up, see your ex-girlfriend getting married, swipe up, see your ex-husband making kids, like, or see your husband making kids. You know what I'm saying? Um, we have to be very careful. We have to protect our temple, if that makes sense. You know, um, Sometimes you got to get spiritual or religious or whatever, but we have to protect our temple, meaning what comes in through our eyes, what comes in through our ears. We got to be very careful. I don't think we um, pay attention. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Ballpit, guys? Pause. That was a lot. That was crazy. That was crazy. Um, I don't think we pay attention enough to the type of like how much time we spend on social media, you know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know, YouTube is a little different because, you could actually, um, I just feel it's different. I think YouTube is different. Yes, yes. Thank you for subscribing. Um, it's a little bit more selective, if that makes sense. Like, you don't find people on um, YouTube posting pics per se, or posting pictures in parties and things of that nature. You know, you have people that they see pictures of people at parties, and it makes them want to party. Seeing people smoking hookah makes them want to smoke hookah. It becomes a following thing. You know, um, we need more leaders and less followers. You understand what I'm saying? And my platform, we're creating leader energy. Um, Mental health is important. This guy obviously had a mental health history. You can look at this man's picture and see something was wrong with him. You can see like his mind was somewhere else when he took that picture. You can see it was some type of traumatization that he had. You can look at the man, you can look at the boy's high school picture, football picture, and tell that he had some type of mental health issue. or he was just going through something. You know, like I said, I'm a very spiritual person, and I could just look and I can tell if somebody's struggling spiritually or if someone's just not there in the present. Sometimes people are just not there in the present. They're there physically, they're there physically, but they're not there mentally and they're not there spiritually. And that's a problem because if you're not embracing the now, if you're not embracing the present, then that means you're stuck in the past. Kids are posting guns and drugs on social media constantly. Yes, they are. They're posting guns and drugs, and because they want to go viral, they're doing whatever they can to go viral. If I was on here posting guns and smoking weed and doing Lord knows what, yeah, I'd probably be going viral too. But guess what? That viral energy is only limited. It's not going to last long. It's not going to last long. So that's the difference. A lot of these kids, they want that short term viral success, that short term fame or whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm not here for no short term or no trying to get fame or for doing something negative. Nah, nah. I'm cool with just giving honest information, positive information, and bringing off energy that help our people grow. Okay, shout out to the kid who turned plastic into gas. I think, yeah, plastic into gas. Like, they said this kid is like he's missing, and he's not missing because he no longer has Instagram. Let's just get that straight. He probably somebody probably told him like, listen, delete your Instagram, bro. Like, you this you created something that can start a war. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is something. Gas countries have fought over oil. People have fought over oil. Uh, Oil starts war. So anything under that, you have to really approach it in a better, more professional manner. Because you got some real evil people out there who will do anything or will go do anything for money or to protect their money, to protect their bag. You understand what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, so mental health is very important. We have to protect our mental health. If you're on medication, take your medication. See a therapist. Um, Seeing a therapist is nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you less of a man. It doesn't make you less of a person. Um, yeah, it doesn't make you less of a person. Um, it actually is going to help you. It can help you live longer. It could help you. Shout out to you, silly Marvin. Appreciate you, King. Thank you for watching the channel. Um, it could save your life. It could save someone else's life. You know, it's crazy. It's weird how AI taking. Wow, it's weird how AI taking over jobs would be a great thing if money didn't exist. Yeah, AI is. Listen, if you use AI if you know how to use AI the right way, it could help. It could help you start your own business. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we can't rely on some of these jobs. It's unfortunate. We cannot rely certain jobs. Certain jobs you have to look at and say like, yo, this is not a secure job. This job will not. There's a chance that I might not be here next year. Like, you have to really look at things from that perspective. And yeah, certain jobs that are out here, especially in media and in sales, advertising, on all these other places, like, AI is on the merge of taking positions because AI is like, you can create papers off AI, proposals, presentations, things that you would pay people to do. You can now you can now have Chat GPT to do it for you. You can be doing a press conference. Chat GPT can create the press conference speech for you. You understand what I'm saying? So AI is I use Chat GPT almost every day. So I can only imagine how much some of these corporations are using AI. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if you know how to use it the right way. Like if you know how to use it to the point where it's creating flyers for you and doing art for you and just doing all these different things that you wouldn't normally pay somebody to do. So yeah, AI is and it's scary, to be honest with you. AI is a scary thing because you can literally be talking on the phone with somebody and well, I'm not that crazy, but you can tell if somebody's AI. But you could like be texting somebody, and it could be AI. You could be even with YouTube, like you have these bots now, and the bots are like not real people. They are. Um, let's Google. Let's ask AI what are bots. What are bots? Because bots are on YouTube, bots are on Instagram, bots are all across social media, and I want to know how were bots created. Okay, so what are bots on social media and YouTube? ChatGPT is going. They're going to get offended. Bots on social media and YouTube are automated accounts or scripts designed to perform specific tasks, often mimicking human behavior. Here's a breakdown of what they are and how they function. What are bots? Bots, short for robots, are software programs that run automated tasks over the internet on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter X. These bots can be used for both legitimate and malicious purposes. Types of bots on social media, YouTube. Engagement bots. Engagement bots. Purpose. Boost likes, views, comments, or subscribers slash followers. Interesting. Example. A bot that automatically likes or comments on hundreds of videos to appear active or gain attention. Spam bots. Purpose. Post unwanted comments or links to promote scams, adult content, crypto schemes, or unrelated content. Example, click here to earn $1,000 a day. Follower slash sub bots. Purpose, artificially increase a user's followers or subscriber account. Used by people trying to look more popular than they actually are. Comment bots. Purpose, auto comment generic messages, great content, sub for sub to attract attention or trick users. Often used for scams or promotional tactics. Hype promotion bots. Purpose, promote a product, service, artist, or channel by repeatedly posting about it in a comment sections. Okay, so how to spot a bot? Repetitive or generic comments. Wow, nice. Video sub back. Um, Weird usernames or no profile picture. Commenting with seconds of a video being uploaded. Promoting links, giveaway, or fake services. Following thousands of people but having no engagement. Okay. Okay. Are bots allowed? No. YouTube, Instagram, or other platforms prohibit the use of bots. They can lead to account suspension or termination, removal of fake likes, views, or subs, loss of credibility. Okay. So why do people use bots? To appear popular and gain real followers, to inflate metrics and attract brand deals, for spam marketing or scamming. But the risks are high and long-term growth, and it's better when it's organic and authentic. Okay, so it's better when your brand is organic and authentic. That's what I'm talking about. I think AI is great, but perhaps a little too early for all these corporations pushing it hard. Yeah, they have to be careful with the bots and the bots. They have to be careful with the AI because depending on what type of system you create, it could definitely backfire on you. I had a class a few semesters ago, and one of the I feel like it was pretty much the whole semester or half the semester. We was watching movies and reading literature on how corporations would create uh, AI driven systems or robots or what have you, and it would turn on them. I believe RoboCop was one of them. There was another movie we watched where they was creating not AI. They were like I don't want to say AI babies, but they were pretty much fake robotic babies, and people were able to buy them, and it got to the point where these babies they started, even though they were fake, they were robotic babies, they started to have feelings, and the baby had got jealous with the brother, and things went left. So because in its infantile stage, it's prone to giving wrong info. Yeah, yeah. AI could possibly give wrong info, and that's the scary part, because if it gives you the wrong info and you listen to it, you can possibly hurt yourself, hurt somebody else. A lot of different things can go wrong from that. You understand what I'm saying? So, Maximilian, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. If there is a possibility that it's at its wrong, it can give you wrong info. Um, so we have to be careful. We definitely have to be careful. But for the most part, it gives accurate info. I haven't had a experience. I haven't experienced them give the wrong info. It helped me in one of my classes, and I got an A. So shout out to ChatGPT. You know, not to mention what types of things people will make it do. AI, it's fine. It's the humans out. Yeah, it will have you do all type of stuff, bruh. Like, it will have you do things that could hurt people. You know, like, could really hurt people, can manipulate people. Um, it could really it could really take you down that road. And I don't think this is something that people want to be a part of. Because, like I said, once you put yourself in a situation where you either hurt someone, or hurt yourself, or whatever the case is, like, you can't keep going to AI to fix it. You got to fix it yourself. You have to use your own sense. You have to use your own. I'm going. Okay, give me a second, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post my where is it at? Big picture. One second. All right. All right, guys. So check it out. I just posted my I don't know if I don't know if I don't see it yet. I just posted my Cash App just now on here. So if you guys want to send to the Cash App, it should be coming up soon. I'm not sure, but yeah, it'll come up when it comes up. I don't know why it didn't come up yet, but yeah. Not to mention what type of things people do to make it AI is fine with humans. Yeah, so we have to be careful how we use it. We have to be very careful how we use it. It's addictive. You can use it for the positive things. you know um I know people who are writing books with it, who are myself. Um I've done business proposals. I've done a number of things, created like questions for interviews. Like it's so many different things you can do with it that can help your business. So, oh, did I send it? Let me see something. Acting funny. I want to see something real quick. Okay, here he goes. Now, if I send it this way, let's see if you guys get this. All right, cool. So that's my Cash App right there. Big Picture Harlem. If you guys want to do your thing, but yeah, because until I get monetized, that is what I will use to for that purpose. So, you know, the more you send, the more you give to the brand. You understand what I'm saying? It enables me to do bigger things for the brand. If that makes sense to you, like travel, buy equipment, um, just become more creative with the brand. You understand what I'm saying? I invest in my brand also. So it's not just what you give, it's what I put into the brand also. So it's the more you give, the better content you get. So you can be like, hey, listen, man, this is like he really, creates good energy. He really creates good information. He really creates good content. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about, you know? But yeah, so AI is definitely a situation where you have to make the best out of it. You have to make the best out of it. Do not find yourself using it to hurt anybody or to manipulate anybody. Anything like don't do that. It's not it won't it's bad karma. It's bad karma, you know. So we want to create good energy, but like I said, I love it. I love it. I love Chat GPT. I think AI was like one of the best things that was created. You know, I know some people are against it. Some people are losing jobs because of it. Because some brands will lose the creativity aspect of their brands because they might invest in AI a little bit too much, and you can tell if something is authentic or soulful. Some of the some of the things that AI do is just not soulful. You know, it's just not. It's kind of like the guy who was, I think it was United Healthcare. Like they have so many lawsuits, uh, allegedly, for people. I want to make sure I'm saying this correct. For people that were denied a certain type of healthcare because they had some type of AI system denying them. I guess they were evaluating whatever the situation was, and then it would deny them. So I feel like if someone is being denied some type of health care, they should be able to speak to a live human being. They shouldn't be neglected and put in a situation where they have to talk to a robot, or the robot is denying them, and they have to just deal with that. That could really run somebody up a rut and, want to do something malicious, to and it go where it doesn't need to be. And just that's just what that kid did. So rest in peace to the people that died today in this horrible act. I'm so glad that this guy was well, not glad he was neutralized. I'm glad that the situation was handled. I'm glad it was handled. It's unfortunate he got neutralized. Um, I'm not gonna say he deserved it or didn't deserve it. I'm just glad that the situation was de-escalated to the point where the acts stopped happening. Like it was over. You know. This guy, you know, was he had a mental health issue, you know. And when I mean de-escalated, I don't mean like he, you know, they calmed him down or they spoke to him. I don't know what they did. When I say de-escalated, I mean the situation ended. How by whatever, by any means necessary. It was de-escalated. You know, whether it was by physical force, whatever. You know, some guy drove all the way from Las Vegas. I think he was a cop, and he was shooting up the city, man. Downtown around 5 o'clock. They said I was out. What was I doing around 5 o'clock? Was I at the house? I was at my house cleaning up, talking to my father or whatever, and his wife. Yeah, man, this dude was shooting up downtown, shooting it up, shooting it up, man. And people died. I think a cop died and a couple other people died. But you know, Mayor Adams, he got up on TV and he spoke to the people and gave us the update of what happened. You know, so I'm just glad that people, the people who heard the shots or whatever. I'm glad they made it home safe. Those people, the ones that didn't, I send my condolences to their families. You know, I pray that you get through this. I hope Mayor Adams is able to go to the hospitals or to speak to the families, give them like console some of the families because they're going to need that in these times. I don't know how the city can be protected from stuff like this. Like, is there any way where this could have been avoided? Like, these can be the conversations, but it's like we don't live in a state where you have to like get checked in order to come into the city or whatever. Like, it's almost impossible to keep things like this from happening. And it's sad because innocent people are getting killed. I don't know if they need to hire more cops. I don't know if we need to up like technology or whatever. Like, use some of these AI features or what have you to figure out, you know what I'm saying, how this can be stopped. Before you know it, we're gonna have robots walking around the city or rolling around the city trying to protect people and stuff like that, for stuff like this happening. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a sad story. It's a really, really sad story. And I really feel bad for the people who the families, you know. But like I said, this is a mental health issue. The guy, he was probably off his meds, was we don't know the backstory of why he did it, you know what I'm saying? But, driving all the way from Vegas to shoot up a building or do a shootout in New York cross country is crazy. It's crazy, you know? So mental health is serious. A serious thing. It's a serious thing. And it needs to people need to really take it serious and understand where these type of feelings come from. You know, get help. Get help. Get help before you crash out. It's not easy, man. Our feelings, sometimes our feelings and our emotions are just uncontrollable, and I get it, but I think those are the times when you got to pray, and those are the times that you have to think on good things, you know, um, start reading Bible scriptures or whatever your spiritual faith is or whatever you do to keep you sane, whether it's picking up a book, calling a family member, start writing music, writing poems. People love guns more than they love the mental fortitude needed to own one. Yeah, they love the thought of having a gun. I think when people have guns, they feel like they have power. They feel like they control people. They feel like however they feel, that can fix however they feel, and that's a temporary high. When you shooting that gun and you trying to kill people and stuff, that's a temporary high. Because at the end of the day, you either gonna get killed or you going to jail. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna wonder what the hell was I thinking? Then you gonna wonder what the hell was I thinking? I was mad about something. I let it drive me into doing all this other kind of stuff, killing people. And now look, you're sitting up in jail for the rest of your life. Or you're probably gonna be dead. And now you gotta live with that. Your soul has to live with that. So I've never been a big fan of guns. You understand what I'm saying? I've always been the kind of person that can talk my way out of something, or if it had to get physical, we got physical. But more or less, I've been able to talk my way out of things and see if something negative, see if something was getting becoming negative, and get my way out of it. Now, granted, there's been times where I let my emotions get the best of me, and was just out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm covered by the blood. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, and I learn from my mistakes. I try to do better. I ask God for forgiveness every day. I thank Him for forgiving me. I thank Him for watching over me and giving me wisdom and knowledge on how to act. And don't be so hard on yourself. That's the big picture. Like, don't be so hard on yourself when you make mistakes. Don't be so hard on yourself when you fall short and you know you need to do better. Like, dude, like, keep pushing. Keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing to do better, to be better in life. I push every day. Sometimes I'm hard on myself, but I be like, yo, bro, like, just keep pushing, B. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil, he wants you to like get like into this pit of guilt where you like can't, to the point where you feel like you mentally can't get out of it. And when he has you like that, that's when he's winning. That's when he's laughing, you know? So you got to get to the point where if you just keep pushing, before you know it, the devil's not even gonna waste no time on you. He's gonna look right past you and go to somebody else. So you got to just keep pushing, and before you know it, you'll be where you need to be in life, and you'll be faithful. So, but yeah, mental health is important. We have to keep our minds busy, our brains busy, our bodies busy, whether it's working out, eating healthy, watch what we put in our body, um, watch what kind of meats we put in our body, because these meats, Lord knows how they were killed, how they were tortured. So we're eating all these meats, and we eating all these, taking all these bad spirits into us. And that's why people like the halal. Some of the Arabs or what have you, they eat halal because that the food was prepared differently. The animals were killed differently or what have you. You got these vegans and stuff like that. It's because a lot of times, because the meat, the way people, these animals was killed, they killed, with terror, so these spirits within these animals, are still in those animals, and the animals are cooked a certain way, and now we're eating this food and stuff like that, and we wonder why we have these emotional roller coasters, and that plays a part in it also. So that's why sometimes it's good to take a fast from meats or a fast from certain things or whatever, because your body needs that emotional, not just physical, emotional break. It needs an emotional break. You know what I'm saying? And we have to start looking at things that way. I've been grateful. I'm grateful that I've been educated on different things. So I use my platform to educate you guys and give you guys information on what I've learned. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for my father and his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, good opinion. We should treat our other good opinion. We should treat our other earthly creatures better, at least at a smaller scale. Yeah, smaller scale. Yeah, we have to, man. Like, I have some land in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? And my family, like, we grow different vegetables and things of that nature, and it's like 40 some acres. And at some point in my life, I do want to get into farming. I do want to get into like growing vegetables and dealing with animals and things of that nature. You know, uh, whether it's cows, goats, whatever, I don't know, chickens, turkeys, whatever. Like, I really want to get into that. I really, maybe like when I retire or something like that, from the city, I will, start to take, the farming business a little bit more serious, because I feel like, there's opportunities to really, make money in it. and not just money, but to help people because a lot of a lot of us were eating meats and goods that are not prepared and they're not, they've been tampered with, all different types of things before they even hit the store. And Lord knows what happened when they hit the store. Are they sitting on the shelf too long? Are they sitting on trucks too long? Are they refrigerated properly? Like all these different things play a role. All these different things play a role, a big role. So, I really want to dedicate, this part of my life, the second part of my life, to, just eating a little bit more healthier. Of course, we want to treat ourselves, but like eat a little bit more healthier and be cautious of what I'm putting in my body. I haven't drank coffee in the past, maybe I'm going on maybe like 10 days now, 12 days. I don't miss it by any chance. I've been drinking these green matchas. I had one today, which is really good. But for the most part, I've been making my teas in the morning, with ginger and lemon and turmeric and all these different things, you know, um, healthy additives, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like, the notification button. I like that you guys have been tapping in. The subscriber numbers have been going up. The watch hours are doing much better. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate this platform because sometimes I come on here and I might only have like one topic to talk about, or maybe two, if that. And I just start talking about what God puts on my spirit. And then sometimes you guys, shout out to Maximilian, who's been throwing topics, on the platform, on the floor, and I have been able to bounce off of those topics and, create dialogue, you know what I'm saying? Create conversation and give my, opinion on what you've been saying. And that's, that helps the platform, that helps with the content, So, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to the people, y'all definitely have some good, um, y'all, y'all have some good feedback for me, and I love the comments that you guys put on here. So, like I said, mental health is important. It's important. I want you guys to really value your mental health. If you feel like you're working too hard, take it easy, man. Take a break. Take a vacation. It's like the joy of just planning a vacation is so relief. It has is a relief to it. Like you feel relieved. You know, like the joy of just being able to just plan a vacation, just sitting down with your girlfriend, sitting down with your kids, and the joy of saving the money and working hard to save the money and going shopping and just like being able to travel is just joy in that, and I want to start to embrace that too. You know what I'm saying? Because it creates balance, man. We work so hard. Like I worked 83 hours last week, for crying out loud. I worked 83 hours last week. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to start being able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. If you don't enjoy your fruits of your labor, you're gonna be running around here trying to shoot people and kill people and do crazy stuff. Or you're just gonna be walking around mad. You understand what I'm saying? So let's protect our mental health, man. Don't put out more than you can put. That makes sense. Like, you can't make everybody happy. A lot of times people crash out like that because they're trying to make everybody happy. And then they look up, ain't nobody making them happy. So you guys got to protect your mental health. You know what I'm saying? I'm on here showing y'all love, you know, giving y'all information. You know what I'm saying? Harlem was lit over the weekend on Saturday. I love Brooklyn, but Brooklyn, I'm sorry, Harlem is different. We different, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw y'all had something going on in Brooklyn. It's a street out there, y'all had and it looked good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that New York as a whole. You understand what I'm saying? Like you don't see this going on in Jersey. Well, I live in Jersey, but You don't see this going on in Jersey. You don't see this going on in different states, California and Atlanta and all these other different states. You don't see that. You know what I'm saying? New York, we set trends. We set trends. That's why people come here sometimes for the summer to enjoy themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We set the trends. You know what I mean? Harlem, we set the trend. You know what I mean? We set the trend. Like people come to Harlem to feel that soul, to feel that soulful vibe. You know what I'm saying? To look at the swag of the things people got on, the clothes, different types of clothes we got on. I seen all my peoples outside with they nice cars and the cars with the suicide doors and like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that was fly, super fly for Harlem. You know what I'm saying? In Brooklyn, y'all did y'all thing too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give more like a cultural, you know what I'm saying, like eclectic, you know what I'm saying, roots backpack type vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is not a competition. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just from Harlem, so I'm a rep, Harlem all day. And I would expect anybody from Brooklyn to rep Brooklyn all day as you should. You know what I'm saying? I love Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn. Brooklyn is fire. You know what I'm saying? Love Brooklyn. We did, but yeah, man. So I want you guys to just stay positive, stay righteous, um, stay, continue to believe in whatever you believe in, whatever your beliefs are, as long as it keeps you out of trouble and from shooting up people and doing these senseless acts, you know. So yeah, I'm about to get me some rest or whatever the case is, because I will be going for another job. I will be going for a job today. Um, I think I'm gonna do maybe about like 4 jobs a week, because I really want to focus on my physical health and shed these pounds. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna look up and be like, "Oh snap, boy, mine." You feel me? So stay focused, y'all. Stay focused. Um, Stay righteous. Morgan, what's up? I see you back. I see you back, beloved. Um, Stay focused. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. You know what I mean? And show love. Show love. I put the Cash App up here, but soon we'll be monetized and y'all will be able to hit the super chat and send your donations and send, I don't want to call them donations. I'm gonna find another word for donations. Donations sound crazy. Donations, donations, it sound like I need y'all money to do what I'm doing. Like, and that's not the case. Like, I do what I'm doing because I love to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I love to do it. And, when you do what you love, you know, you get blessed for it sevenfold. You understand what I'm saying? Or when you do something out of the kindness of your heart, or when you do something just to help people, or whatever the case is, you're blessed. You should be expected to be blessed. You know what I'm saying? So I invest in my brand, whether it's another phone, whether it's a tripod, whether it's a camera, whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? But we have to get into a habit of supporting each other financially, not just through commenting and this, like financially supporting each other. I financially support anything that I feel is needed, or if I want to support a brother or sister that's doing something. That's what it's all about. If you feel it's authentic and it's worth supporting, support it. I encourage you, support your friend's business financially. If you have a friend that's doing what I'm doing, support them financially. If you have a friend that's have a clothing line or whatever, or a business and it's fire, they got a shirt company, they selling clothes, they barber, whatever it is, like support them. We have to get in a mind frame of being able to support each other. Okay, not just through the likes and the like financially supporting people. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's real talk. It's real talk. You know, um, real talk. Because you want somebody to do the same for you. You feel me? But yo, I'm about to get up off this joint. You know what I'm saying? Um, because let me tell you why. Because if you don't support, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is going to support. You know what I'm saying? As my numbers go up, YouTube is going to support me. So whether you support me or not, it's cool. I'm still going to be on here. giving you guys information, talking to you guys from the bottom of my heart, and being, transparent with y'all, because YouTube, they see what I'm doing. They see the numbers going up. They see people watching. They see the comments. I'm watching my analytics. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, next step is the ads, and YouTube, so they just start cutting those checks. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I see who supports. You understand what I'm saying? And my thing is about giving back. Once I get to a level of success, my thing is to give back. Give back to the people who gave to me. That's how it works. You understand what I'm saying? Look out for the people who looked out, or whatever the case is. But it's bigger than all of that, to be honest with you. It's all about genuine love and respect, and being honorable. Being honorable. That's my goal in life, is just to be honorable. That's it. That's all I want to be. I want to be honorable, work hard, be there for my daughters. You understand what I'm saying? Potentially be a great husband, that God wants me to be. Um, I think the next live I want to talk about how important, our parents are, and the level of respect that we should have for our parents, even as adults. I think that's important because, um, I think some people, we feel like we get at a certain age where we don't have to respect our parents, or the level of respect decreases, or the level of how we honor them, or how we communicate, or how we deal with them, decreases. And I think, it should increase. The older your parents get, or the older we get, the older they get, or whatever you want to look at, like, it should increase, because you don't know when you're gonna see your parents the next day. You understand what I'm saying? We should be able to. We have to start to appreciating our parents a lot more, appreciating the wisdom that they're giving us, and being patient with them, and being humble. You understand what I'm saying? Be humble, because God is gonna bless you, uh, uh, with those acts. You understand what I'm saying? Be humble and just listen, and you'll be surprised how much you grow as a person, and how much your character grows, when you're able to just be patient with your parents, when you have conversations with them, and just be able to just listen to them, and then speak how you feel, and then just listen. Like, I want to work on more on being a great listener. And if you working on trying to be a good listener, the best thing you can do is call somebody, your aunt or your uncle, or talk to your mother, your father, or something like that. That is the best. That is the best practice to being a listener. Real talk. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that, and I want you guys to have a blessed day. I'm gonna jump on a little bit later, probably while I'm in the park, going for my walk or my run or whatever I'm gonna do later, and we'll touch base then. Okay. So one love, one love. I appreciate y'all, and y'all stay up. All right. Peace.